one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Boise State Broncos. Along with...
That's the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And the Aztecs ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 20.
Stop. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Riley. Pushes ahead for a couple. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. So San Diego State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. There he goes. Open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Knocked out at the 20.
Downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Makes the quick grab. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On the RPO, got him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Washington. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On third down, here's Washington. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They believe in a large four-down territory, and they go for it on fourth and short from the 47. Looking for... They run the counter play here. They put the brakes on it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick give. It's Riley. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged out, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Madsen. Left side is Wagner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Broncos come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Using his legs, it's Riley. Across the 35. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Ford. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Riley. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Powers inside. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Broncos! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here's a give to Washington. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Moves the pocket. It's Madsen. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, a lot of space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Riley. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start on the ground with Washington. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He lobs one high down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Broncos. Took it all the way back to the house.
And man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. The Aztecs will hustle to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The run inside. It's Riley.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it back to him. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 4 team, the Utah Utes.
Deep in the end zone, it's slow. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Aztecs head coach at the half. He said this team is going to take this opening kickoff for the second half and get some momentum, something they've been struggling with because of those early turnovers. He said if we can just hang on to the ball, we can continue to make some noise, but it all starts now. I'll keep you posted on how things are going here on the sidelines after this. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Look out! Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Aztecs will punt this one away. Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Running inside. It's Wiley.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Madsen. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he could blink.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
No room to bring it back. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage.
Caught, and he's got room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Aztecs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Second and long here. They'll give it to Washington. And he's brought down after a short gain. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Ford. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the ground, it's Gaines. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to pass, it's Madsen. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Left side is low. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hits inside. It's Washington. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity we're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Gaines. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. Grab behind the line, it's Gaines. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
With this game decided, let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket. It's getting late. Week 12, and this is how things would stack up if the playoffs started today. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Finds a man in the middle. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under pressure. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. With the draw, it's Gaines. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pulls it on the option. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goff.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And that is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. quick give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially...
Makes the catch and he's free. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Aztecs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.